Hi everyone, it's Victoria from Ask the Angels. Hope you're okay. I have just done a reading, as a nod to the full moon, actually, that was amazing last night for those of you that saw it. Beautiful, the beautiful full moon in Libra. So I have this morning, through the Moonology Cards by Yasmin Boland, I've pulled 3 cards this morning in relation to the full moon. I'll tell you what the 3 cards are based on. So the first one is based on what's falling away, or what do we need to forgive. The second one is what the illuminated full moon is showing me. And then the third one is what comes next. So the first card that we got is this kind of what's falling away, or what do I need to be forgiving? And it's the new moon in Gemini card. So this is talking about communication is key. So what's interesting is the full moon in Libra, there's talk of it being about relationships. So it's kind of relationships coming to a head, either a relationship having a bit of a rebirth, a restart, or relationships ending, and it being it ending, or things coming to an end that are really part of the cycle of it, that it's, although it might be sad, that it's kind of embracing it. So this card's quite interesting because this is talking about the fact that in any relationship, to be successful, communication is really the key. So it's really important at this time to be thinking about your communication and about how have you been with your communication. Do you struggle with communicating? So think about, have I been saying the things that I should say, the things that I want to say, the things that are in my heart that I want to say? And if I can't say it verbally to somebody, can I write it down maybe? So can you journal it to at least process it? Or can you email it to think about what are the things that you want to say? But it's really saying that talking the things over are going to be part of your answer. And the discussion around that are really important. So it's saying, if you can't talk to the person, maybe can you journal it? Can you email it? Can you text message? Or use another form of communication in order to help you with that. So it's really about telling someone how you really feel, not being all head and not in your heart. So about connecting with that heart space too. But it's also, because Gemini is a sign of communication, it's also about socializing, travel, that we know is a little bit challenging at the minute, but maybe it's about planning things like that for when you can do it. So those are the things for you to be releasing and letting go of. So thinking more about that with regards to communication. The second card that came, which is what the full moon is highlighting, is an interesting one. It is the new moon in Scorpio. It's working through your fears. So this card is really about rebirth. It's about your situation kind of that's been a challenge, that's been difficult. It's about you rising from that. So it's about you looking at your learnings, real personal growth and development, which I know has been an opportunity for us to be doing at this time. Some people have been doing that, spending more time thinking about my life, myself, my fears, my situation, my work, my business, all of those things. So this is about a rebirth. It's about going into those dark places, going into those places inside, and really looking at what is it I need to shed. How do I rise from all of that stuff now? So really letting go of those things that are challenging for you, that you have resentments about, that you've got grudges about, moving on from any jealousy or inadequacy that you're feeling at this time, obsessive thinking and feelings about things and situations, letting those go. Maybe there's been a little bit of paranoia, but it's about the sign of death and rebirth. Magic and shamans is what it's talking about. So facing the shadows, actually there's a demand for it with this card. It's really about looking at deep, deep, deep inside what things are still lurking there, still hanging there, that I need to let go of so that I can rise as this phoenix and rebirth. To whatever that might be, but it's about really digging deep and then releasing and letting all of that stuff go. And then the last card is this full moon in Leo. It's saying, don't let pride get in your way. So it's about not being too cocky, having humility, being prideful as well, not being too much in a place of ego, too much of a place of all about me, all about the stuff that I want. It's about balancing that heart and that head, and about the humility part as well. So letting pride go. So where perhaps that might have been an obstacle, that I haven't said anything before, or I haven't done anything before because I've been too prideful, too worried about doing something wrong, or not being seen as the all singing, all dancing person that knows everything. Whatever that is, that self-esteem, have that, but let the vanity go, let the pride go. Everybody's equal, everybody should be treated equally. Get more creative. It's talking about bright times, it's talking about your talents and your assets, and having that combination of that along with the letting go of that, balancing your needs with the needs of the people around you. And that also then will help your relationships too. So more in love, more in thoughts. Interesting decks of cards. Hope they serve you. Hope you've done some releasing, letting go, forgiveness if you needed to. Maybe some manifesting too around the full moon that we had early this morning at 3:45. It was beautiful. You can still do it. It's not too late. Wishing you an amazing rest of your day and week ahead. I'll connect with you all soon. Sending everyone lots of love. Bye, everyone.